130, 0.21 for EB1 suit, 0.22 for EB2 suit. Copy.
What
150 in DC1, 0.18.
This is Mission Control Houston with the closure of the hatch on the Piers docking compartment to end today's spacewalk by Dmitry Kondratyev and Oleg Skripochka at 4 hours and 51 minutes. Here are statistics that you'll be interested in. This was the 153rd spacewalk in support of space station assembly and maintenance. The total time for spacewalks outside of the International Space Station, 153 spacewalks in support of station assembly and maintenance, now totaling 961 hours and 5 minutes, well over 40 days worth of spacewalking activity. Oleg Skripochka in 3 spacewalks now has accrued 16 hours and 41 minutes of spacewalking time. Dmitry Kondratyev in 2 spacewalks has amassed 10 hours and 14 minutes of spacewalking time. Out of the 153 spacewalks conducted out of the space station, 125 were staged out of station airlocks. That totaled 774 hours and 40 minutes, 774 hours and 40 minutes of spacewalks out of station airlocks. And, of course, the 2 spacewalks now conducted during the Expedition 26 increment out of the Piers docking compartment, amassing 10 hours and 14 minutes of spacewalking time. So, again, the 153 spacewalks out of the International Space Station have now totaled 961 hours and 5 minutes of spacewalking time, 16 hours and 41 minutes for Oleg Skripochka in 3 spacewalks, and Dmitry Kondratyev having logged 10 hours and 14 minutes of spacewalking time in his 2 spacewalks.
240 in DC1, 0.06 in both suits. Copy.
So as the 2 cosmonauts, Kondratyev and Skripochka, begin the repressurization of the Piers docking compartment, we'll just recap by indicating that the spacewalk began at 7:30 a.m. Central Time today. It concluded at 12:21 p.m. Central Time for an elapsed time of 4 hours and 51 minutes for this excursion, the second spacewalk of the year, and the second in a long series of spacewalks that will be conducted throughout the course of the year. The next series of spacewalks to be conducted on the upcoming flight of Discovery to the International Space Station on the STS-133 mission to the complex Discovery, poised for launch next week from Launch Complex 39A at the Kennedy Space Center.
260 in DC1, 0.0.
The cosmonauts completed all of their objectives for the mission, running well ahead of their timeline for the day. The first objective was the deployment and installation of the Molniya Gamma experiment to look at gamma ray activity and optical radiation during lightning and thunderstorm conditions on the Earth. The second experiment, called radiometria, was designed and installed, designed to collect information on seismic forecasting and earthquake predictions. A small foot restraint was jettisoned, no longer required on the exterior of the Russian segment of the International Space Station. That was followed by the